Yeah, and we'll go on to the West Conference. We've got Happy Valley. So last week's team of the week, when he got 200 far too many points, he got Gothenburg Angels got 176.79 and lost this week to 188.77. The Bognor Regis Balkans. Purple Cowboys, they lost 191.33 to 199.30. The South London Rebel, the Rousey Cup winners, they're now 3-0. Yeovil winners, 146.33 to the Melbourne Supremacy, also 3-0, 236.79. Bonnieray Cowboys, Graham Boy, 216.48, got off the mark against the Turbo Titans, 201.81. You've got the Kirkwall Raiders, Alan, 169.71 up against the Royal Raiders, 3-0, 184.13, and the Darlow Destroyers, 276.28, the highest scorers of the week. I'm pretty sure that one. Against the Whitford Educators, 169.02. So that's our second. Last week it was the Gothenburg Angels. It's the Darlow Destroyers this week, I think.
So it's the but again another massively top scoring team last week, scoring a whole lot less this week, and it's going to be Ridley, it's going to be Kelsey, it's going to be, these are the kind of guys that are going to be there. Maybe Pacheco on the bench now because he's injured. There you go, Ridley. As I said,
Stevenson.
That was another one that I could have easily said. 2 massive weeks.
0 points for Fairbairn. Yeah.
So it is very much, I mean, it's back down to earth.
Jalen Hurts got 17 points.
And I had the same bump as well, but it's nothing to panic about. It's nothing to. These guys are all going to come good again. They will score their points. It just worries me ever so slightly that they're also going to have weeks where they don't score their points, and rightly so. Ridley's just got a bad quarterback thrown to him, etc. And it just worries me that one of those weeks pops up in playoff time. If you get there, it's you can get away with it in the regular season. Them having off weeks, but once we get to playoff time, they need to be firing. So I'm hoping that they get more consistent as the season goes on.
So we'll look at this one. So obviously Graham gets off the mark. So this is a battle of the 0-2. So I feel sorry for Everett. He got 201 points and lost. But
when you score over 200, it's a harsh week, But again, you're scoring over 200 points, and over 200 points going to win you more weeks than it loses you. So it's just one of those things, But there, Graham's got Gibbs and Williams. That tells me that he was drafting kind of 11th or 12th in this league, because that's kind of,
he
you
was
could
12
get Gibbs then and then take Williams on the way back round, So
I think Graham was picked 12, so he would have went Gibbs and Williams 1 and 2.
Grand job he's done getting those two. I think those two will be massive for him if they stay fit all season long. Cooper's, Watson doesn't look like a decent quarterback, but Cooper still looks like he's going to be productive, so that's got to be a good thing. Tells finally showed up for the, as I've said before. Kincaid's finally got a little bit of something. So yeah, I mean, things look on the up for Graham. It's the team's starting to take shape nicely.
Well, Everett will be happy because his number one pick finally got turned up and got some catches with Jamar Chase, but then his second round pick and his third round pick, just 2 old men that you were slagging him off about, scored 18 points between them.
So. Again, it's the Adams-Evans combination, isn't it, where it's a worrying thing for me. They'll both have good weeks, but they'll both have bad weeks. And if they both have bad weeks in the same week, chances are you're heading in for a loss. And that, 200 plus points with those two having bad weeks,
Yeah.
So
you got Ferguson back though, so you'll be happy with that.
So he drafted better.
Obviously, he was missing Walker.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a bad team. You don't have to worry yet. But
the thing is, he's got no injuries, so
well, he's got Kenneth Walker's out, so you get Kenneth Walker back. That'll help him.
Oh, you'll get Walker back. Sorry, yeah, but be courage of your convictions. There's no major injuries there other than Walker, but he'll be coming back now. So that's the team that you drafted because you believed in them. So believe in them. It's only week 3.
Yeah, don't listen to Craig when you slag you off about picking up the old boys. So yeah, up against Alan. I did see Alan in the car park in Tesco's last week, so he can blame me for this one if he wants.
Well, I mean, it's 184 points. It's right on that smack bang average again, isn't it? So Aaron's got quite lucky that he's hit that score kind of 3 weeks in a row now and won 3 weeks
Well,
in a
there you
row.
go. That's
It
another
will
one.
get beat from
James
time
Conner,
to time.
4 points. Tyreek Hill, White,
Rashad White doing next to nothing, that's
likely. Yeah.
therein lies the issue, and Aaron's just been solid, they're all scoring solid, none of them's knocked out of the park. Richardson's obviously a bit of a worry, but you'll be delighted with 27 from Moss, but the rest of his team there, and
Yeah.
Charbonnet obviously with Walker out, but
34
that's an
points.
anomaly. Walker being out when he comes back, he's not
Mm.
scoring 34 points. So yeah, I mean
No.
the he's got Roma Doomsday on the bench there, does Aaron, and
And
Wandale
Wonder
as well
Robinson
sitting
as
down
well.
there. So the bench is pretty. He does have a couple of options there on the bench for when Charbonnet goes,
Oh.
etc. So I mean, he's got to be delighted sitting 3-0, but in the
So
Division One as
Alan's
well, so
got
he's playing for
Tyler.
the title.
Alan's got Tyler Conklin on the bench, and he played Isaiah Likely.
Did he? Yeah,
So there's a
it's kind of.
19
I
point
mean,
swing.
again, you got to wait for Conklin to announce himself, though. It's he's done absolutely
Well, he's done
nothing
that now.
for long enough that you got to
He,
wait for him to announce himself. Now he's announced himself, you put him in. Likely
you
announced
can't
himself
blame
in week
Alan
one.
because Likely was on Alan's bench in week one. Obviously, because of what happened, he had to put him in. And, well, he's not really
And
done
that's
anything
what you do.
since. But,
And now he's had 2 weeks of absolutely nothing. So you put Conklin in, and
yeah.
I absolutely guarantee you, like he's off his rocker next week, and Conklin does tiddly squat. But anyway, Division
Yeah.
One's looking very good, and it's Division One, so it's again these were the top players from last year in all the divisions, so it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be open, and so it has started. The top two scorers the last 2 weeks, the top scorer of the last 2 weeks have both came out of this division, so one to keep an eye on as the season goes on for sure.
The 5 teams with a winning record. So 3-3-0s, 2
3
2
and
and
O's.
1s, and there's 2 0 and 3s, and the rest are 1 and 2s. So it's pretty even about. So.
And
But yeah,
again, the 0-3s are one game off playoffs, one win off playoffs.
I know. So yeah,
All
so
you
nothing
got
to
to
worry about
remind
yet,
yourself.
Everett. We're okay. So
Yeah, no panic,
hope,
man. It's early doors, early doors. There's, there will
we
be,
picked
I
up spot
guarantee
then.
you, there will be one or two teams throughout these divisions. There will be one or two teams who make the playoffs from 0-3. There will be,
Have
there
to
will
see.
be
Did South
a
London?
few.
So South London Rebels had picked up Joanne Jennings and didn't play him, but he still
Yeah,
won
you see,
anyway.
it's.
But he still,
I mean,
but
you
it was
win anyway,
closer
so
than he won by 8 points. Could have been a lot better if he'd played him and he won by about 48 points, but
I
58
mean,
points
it's no
even. But
harm, no
still,
foul. But I just don't see the mentality of picking up Jennings last week or having Jennings already on your bench and not starting him when Debo and Kittle are both out.
well,
It's like, why is he there then?
he picked him up on
Are you,
Sunday morning, the 22nd. So he picked him up that morning, but he didn't play him.
so I
But
I don't
like
understand
he,
that.
he didn't need to in the end, but it was probably closer than he probably would have wanted. But he
You
got
play
the
him
win.
next
That's
week.
all that matters. Yeah, you play him
That's it
next week and he'll
exactly.
probably do
Listen,
nothing.
you only need to beat the team in front of you. I mean, listen, what do I know? I don't diddly squat. I'm crap at this game. Do you know what I mean? But it's just the thought process of I'm going to grab him, but I'm not going to start him.